Greetings, my name is Rudimentary Rob. Welcome back to my Scum series. Today we have the continuation of the footage I captured as part of my first episode. I ended up recording a bit over an hour and I thought, I'll just split that up into two episodes. So here we are. We're on the other side of the rail yard down in the Z sectors. As you can see, I've managed to pick up a little bit of equipment already, but we're still a long way short of having much in the way of inventory space. In my typical luck in Scum, I managed to not find two vehicles that I can use for parts for each other. In episode 1, I was lucky to find a Volkswagen, except it only had one tyre on it and was otherwise useless. This Laker, at least it has a driver's seat, so I'm going to keep an eye out for spare parts for either car. But if I find a lot of Laker spares, I know which vehicle I'm going to be working on first. I don't hold much hope that there's going to be much in the way of useful stuff in here. I did take the lock, not like I need them in single player, but they do tend to sell for a bit at the traders. Some of the other stuff I've been carrying around, like the 40mm grenade, I just picked it up on the off chance that if I don't find anything else, at least it's something I can sell at the traders for at least a few bucks. Well, welcome back to Scum Tetris. I actually think something that would make the normal Tetris game a bit more interesting if there was a weight component to each of the blocks as they came down. That might, extend playability a little bit. Some of these engineering sheds can end up having some useful stuff in them. Yeah, a bit of a mixed bag this time. I mean, the gardening and farming stuff is not that relevant, like seeds and shovels and that sort of thing, but you can find, if you're starting to build a base, there's nails and bolts frequently in here, duct tape. Unfortunately, none of that's particularly useful to me because I can't really make a backpack out of duct tape and bolts. Devs, if you want to introduce a recipe for that, I certainly won't be against it. Cool, refreshing watering can water. Coming to a 7-Eleven near you. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's a product idea for someone. Those moments where you're walking around, looking what's on the shelf, just going, oh, it's a nail, oh, it's a bolt, oh, it's some barbed wire. And then your brain goes, hang on a minute, can't we use that barbed wire to enhance our baseball bat? And it turns out you can. Except, of course, this was kind of late in the afternoon. It took me an extra 10 minutes to actually locate the baseball upgrade recipe. Yeah, nobody's perfect. Well, I'll never. Well, this is definitely a brand loyalty decision. Slouch hat over a medical helmet. I'll take the slouch hat any day. Guaranteed to make you at least 25% more Australian and 100% cooler. And in a classic hang on a minute moment, I threw that holster aside thinking, oh yeah, I've already got better. And then I remember, no, I haven't. This is a new character. I don't have a holster at all. I better have that. Now, I am leaving a couple of chainsaws behind in here. Chainsaws, well, they do sell okay, but they are very heavy, and given how hot and exhausted I already am, and the fact that I don't have a vehicle, and I'm not really in too much of a hurry to make a base at this stage, probably better leave them behind. They're just going to slow me down at this stage. These big sheds, warehouses I guess you could almost call them, the ones here are usually a bit of a disappointment, but occasionally you can get random spawns on the ground of various items. And in this case, these benches sometimes have useful stuff as well. Not a great deal of good stuff in here, but was worth coming in. Alright, well now we've got two dead puppets in fairly close proximity. I chop this second one now. We've got two skins, which means I can now go ahead and make the improvised backpack, which is so much better than the courier one. Okay, as I relieve myself and then spontaneously decide to impersonate a lawn sprinkler, I can get back to the task at hand of building my backpack. These plain crates I found to contain quite a lot of things for cooking, so don't know if that's a particularly commonly known thing. I just remember getting nothing but cooking ingredients out of most of these. So anyone out there trying to do some cooking, might want to swing by the rail yard if you're in need of some of the supplies, or indeed anywhere else where you can think of where these plain looking crates are. Well, after searching quite a number of military crates, this is the first time I've actually come across a weapon. Now, of course, I don't have any mags for it, but I do have useful amounts of 45 rounds, so even single shot, it is better than nothing at all. Now, I kind of half expected that I'd end up with a horde when this one aggroed and then decided A, it didn't know how to find me, and B, it didn't know how to jump through windows, even though I've actually got that setting turned on. So, yeah, don't know. But zombies don't seem to be particularly a problem after that last update, thank heavens. Alright, it's at this point I decided I'd seen enough of the rail yards and got my bearings again. Decided, yeah, I need to be heading north. I want to try and get a vehicle up and running. The next likely candidate location will be the service station. Service station's mostly north. Once again, if you've liked this content, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be notified the next time I release one of these videos. Feel free to leave a comment, and until next time, this has been Rudimentary Rob. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.